It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Here we go. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule.
Grab it out of half. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Good on the shot.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Lillard outside. Passes to McCollum. And the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. Buried from 15 feet out.
And Nurkic proving he's got a little touch there from the mid-range. Very difficult guy to guard.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Here's the 3. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. That's a 2 from Powell. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Here's Holiday. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here we go, Trailblazers with a fast break. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Here's Powell. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lopez passes to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Lopez dishes to Middleton. He gets it in there. Middleton's got 6 points.
That is tough, watching Middleton find some kind of shooting window there and then knocking it down.
Now here's Lillard. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Up and in on the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Portland leading. The shot's good.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Covington against Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Back to Giannis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Passes it to Powell. Lillard, right side.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Outside Holiday. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now Lillard, McCollum outside. There's the pass to Nurkic. Lillard with it. Good work there as it goes. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
Free throw good. Giannis. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in, and they pick up 2.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here is Lillard. He's got 9. Puts up a 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Forbes can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 6. Feeds to Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Over to the wing. Offline with his 3. For Portland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And that one's good, Anthony.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Nice D from Lillard.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
And this is the tempo you love to watch. I mean, get out fast before the defense can get set.
Looking to end the run. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Pass to Simons. Anthony with it. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Cantor. Anthony trying to get open. Cantor's shot is off.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Jones looking for an opening. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Defended by Jones. Middleton with it. He's against Cantor. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Simons. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in. We'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that's...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Anthony, the pass to Simons. At the elbow, Jones. Down low, it's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And here's the fast break. Here's Middleton. Ball's knocked loose.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Holiday. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Up again. Jones trying to get open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Bucks trail by 16. Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton outside. All sorts of time, and the jumper is good. Middleton's got 10 points.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there. Gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the layup falls. 12 points for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
To the paint. Here's Anthony. Kicks to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Outside, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simons. Yep, that one goes in there. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And the basket by McCollum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here is Forbes. He is guarded by McCollum, and the shot goes in.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yeah, all night long he's just been on it. He's feeling it, and Lillard will start to call his own number in some of these sets.
Covered by Lillard. Back to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Forbes. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard, right side. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Off target with the open look. Bucks trail by 19. Here's Tucker. Good on the short little jump shot. Tucker's got his first points of the game. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. He's off on that one. And so it's Portland feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Anthony. Also Enes Kanter out there, and it's Simons in at the 1. Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 17. Anthony dishes to Little. Back to Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Kanter. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Portis. Connaughton passes to Tucker, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Simons. That one falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And there's the pass to Forbes. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Simons. Pass to Canner. Simons surveying the D. Just 3 to shoot. Anthony kicks to Jones. No good on the 3. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the dunk by Giannis.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Lobs it up for Anthony. No good that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. McCollum comes in for Little. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Middleton against McCollum. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 15. McCollum passes to Carmelo. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Middleton, and the layup's good off the glass.
Staying confident in the paint, Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Lillard way outside. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
McCollum against Middleton. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Over in the corner, Lillard. Anthony trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
The shot will not fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Antetokounmpo. Wow, hammering it in.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
9 seconds left in the fourth. McCollum dishes to Jones. Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the three spot. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
George against McCollum. George with the bucket.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
George against McCollum. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Jackson. Rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Paul George. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player. Wow, hammering it in!
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Batum.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard against Jackson. And that one, good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Collin passes to Nurkic. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Drop. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Passes it to Patterson. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. From 6 feet. That one's not going to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Anthony. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Bucket is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Portland trailing here. Simons surveying the D. Rondo with the steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Here's Jones. A miss that time. Would have put him up. concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
They've got Derek Jones. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Patterson. 4 on the clock. Here's Mann. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Rondo dishes to Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Patterson's got 6.
Well, we know that Patrick Patterson can step away and be a force as a face-up guy, but still plenty dangerous inside.
A nice shot by Simons.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Rondo's scanning the floor. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spaces. Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
Now here's Rondo. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Leonard, no luck.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And that's an intentional foul. Batum with the steal.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. McCollum outside. For the 3. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And George, here we go. Doesn't go for him. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Lillard. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. For 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, an all-star willing to do all kinds of dirty work on the offensive end. Kawhi mixing it up.
Here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Takes the 3. And And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Leonard gets it to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Lillard surveying the D. Covington passes to Lillard. Plenty of space. That's good on the jump shot. Lillard's got 8 points.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Outside, George. Anthony against Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. So that'll be it for the first half. Fair. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Nice shot from the wing.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
George up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Zubac. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Lillard against Jackson. To the inside. Covington kicks to McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. The Clippers shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Jackson with it. Now Covington defending. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
We are talking about length and activity of Mr. Robert Covington. You want to know why coaches love his defensive presence? It's right there for you.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. The 11-footer. Count that one. Jackson's got 8 points.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Lillard against Jackson. Outside, Covington. Inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist from Covington. Nurkic has got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Jackson. Good on the bucket. 10 points for Reggie Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson against Lillard. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Morris. Jackson trying to break free. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first basket.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Outside Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 10 points.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
George up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Out to Morris. Right side Leonard. Nurkic with the block.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Lillard outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Rondo wide open. No good on the triple. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Well, you can tell Kanter uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting fourth. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. It's McCollum on the wing. So they take the lead. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Outside Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack it.
He's off on the second. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Anthony. Here's Kanter. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Rondo with it. Kanter covering. Here's Patterson, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Lobs it up for Anthony. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Rondo. Defense is right there. The pass to Coffey. 5 on the clock. It's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And good that time. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Coffee passes to Oturu. Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. Patterson, that's good.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. And that one is good. Now just a 1-point Portland lead.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
McCollum outside. Rondo with the steal. And the Clippers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Enes Kanter.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. George looking around. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Pass it to Nurkic. Here's Lillard, and he dunks it right on Patrick Patterson. Ouch!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Outside, George. It's good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nurkic against Zubac. Pocket 6. Powell kicks to Cantor. Another shot. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's the Clippers. It's a 1-point game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. And here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. From deep three-point range, missed. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. The view high above our... And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard position.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now, here's George. Outside, Batum. Back to George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you'd like to push Paul George out of the paint if possible. Goes into his bag of tricks to score that time.
Middleton against Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by George.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Leonard finds George. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. In the corner, George with it. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. From deep, George. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, Paul George starting to feel real comfortable right now at the 3-point line.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton for 3. And that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And here we go. Outside Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
Antetokounmpo against Leonard. Antetokounmpo inside. Good, nice job down low.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Rondo. The feed to Patterson. It's rebounded by Portis. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Man can't hit. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Poked away. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pulls up from the corner. That shot off. Milwaukee in the lead. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's tipped. Out to Morris. Pass to Man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris finds Patterson. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A shot by Rondo is no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And the Bucks miss again. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Man. Morris outside. Trying to end the drought. And the layup is good.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Shoots over Patterson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's Morris for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Rondo looking around. And Patterson kicks to Kennard. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lays it up and banks it in. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
To the inside, Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Patterson's got his first bucket in this one. Milwaukee leading by 3. Pass to Forbes. And here is Portis. Patterson defending. Tucker with the ball. Morris is there. Portis kicks it to Tucker. He's covered by Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Guarded by Jackson. Kicks to Tucker. Leonard against Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Leonard looking around. Over Middleton. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 8. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And George, here we go. Pass to Zubac. George trying to break free. Count it, good.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Feeds to Lopez. Guarded by Jackson. And that one's good by Lopez. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Lopez powering through that time.
Now here's George. Guarded close.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to Forbes. Knocked loose. Stolen by George. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
They retain possession. The pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I'd be aware of Paul George, especially when he's that close. How about that throwdown?
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 3 on 3. Jackson passes to George. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
George against DiVincenzo. Now here is George. He's tightly guarded. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 5. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Batum inside the three-point line. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3 from George. And it's George again missing. A 3 ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that'll do.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's George, following the basket by Brook Lopez. George. And no good. Good D by Lopez. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses off the left iron. Clippers trail by 8. Outside, George. Off target with his 3.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
A shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And it's Leonard missing.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Batum with the steal. And here's the fast break. It's George on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And George kicks to Batum. Leonard against Lopez. Moves back up. Right side, Leonard. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one's good. Leonard.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The kick out to Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Lopez with the steal. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. DiVincenzo with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Back to Holiday. And he lays it straight in. Holiday's got 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here is George. 11 points in the game. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard with the steal. Holiday against George. Back to Leonard. Launches it. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Batum passes to Zubats. Here's Leonard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
That's tipped. Batum attacking. And he gets it to go. Now just a 5-point Bucks lead.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And Middleton, the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. He has 5.
Well, he can just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Jackson with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Hands it from downtown. George has got 14 points for the game.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Jackson with it. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
George, that's a two-pointer. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And so it's Milwaukee, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo out there with Portis. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. There's Jackson with the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. So the wing on the left. Coffee passes to Oturu. Kennard with the ball. He dishes it to Patterson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Kennard. On the wing. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kennard. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Clippers trail by 7. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Patterson kicks to Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Great D that time from Portis.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. On defense, the Clippers. 7-point differential. Holiday, the pass to Portis. That one goes. Count it. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Rondo dishes to Patterson. Holiday brings the double team. Outside for Rondo. The tray. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. And it's George in for Luke Kennard. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And now the Clippers on the break. The three from George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks leading by 9. On the wing, Holiday. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Dishes to Lopez. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers running out of time. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. George. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Middleton on the wing. Giannis outside. To the left wing. Clock at 4. With the putback. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And Leonard stays with it.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
The three from George. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Now we can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
The three from George. The shot misses. And so the Bucks take the win. They came. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our everyone. Time to get into it. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Giannis inside. Covington's there. Kicks it down to Middleton. 6 to shoot. And the rebound by Nurkic.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Nobody near Lillard. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Holiday looking over the floor. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lillard outside. The pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Misses the 3. On offense here, the Bucks. Middleton for 3. Portland grabs the miss. McCollum kicks to Covington. Here's Powell. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now Lillard. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Now here's Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over McCollum. Trying to get open is Lopez. Tries again, and McCollum with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Covington. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Lopez outside. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Over McCollum. And Cantor pulls it down.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Covington. And a wide open look for McCollum, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Lopez. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The strength of Lopez. I mean, he's fantastic at cutting through the contact and converting.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Cat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. It's good. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Now here's McCollum. He has 6. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And Jones slams it in.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Holiday, right wing. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Here's Lopez. Off with the layup. And here's McCollum for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes.
How many famous do I got for the love of the culture?
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Just 4 to shoot. Connaughton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Portland trailing here. McCollum outside. Anthony drives in. Here's Kanter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Here's Simons following the basket by Giannis. Passes it to Nurkic. Releases. Great D that time from Portis.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Outside Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent. A tremendous range.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And the dunk by Powell.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Here's Norwell. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Sweet move, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Giannis is subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Lillard against Howard. Powell, no one around him, knocks down the 3-ball. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the 1st.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Yep, that one goes. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. High post, Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position. Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
Antetokounmpo against Covington. Trying to get open as Lopez.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard attacking. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Middleton on the wing. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Lillard left side. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Lillard, he has a sweet jump shot. The defense has to know he's deadly.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the open. And that's going to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Nails the wide-open jump shot. McCollum's got 8 points.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Middleton with it. Powell on him. Middleton finds Tucker. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. On defense, the Trailblazers. Here's Here's Middleton. Portis trying to free himself. Middleton can't get it to go.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's the pass to Portis. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Middleton against Lillard. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket for Middleton. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Milwaukee. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard, right side, and he gets the basket. Officials whoop, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jones has got 6 points.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. Have him come in violent from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Anthony dishes to Jones. Back to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Wow, hammering it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Giannis inside. Covered by Anthony. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
It's McCollum on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is who McCollum is, someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Norman Powell. Ennis Cantor is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And how about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
And here's McCollum. In the corner, Powell with it. Lopez against Cantor. Anthony dishes to Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bucks trail by 16. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Middleton outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And yes, it's good.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. Chalk up 2 there.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Covington in the corner. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Yeah, really bad timing, guys, to start coughing it up. He's got 3 turnovers here in the 4th.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Ennis Cantor. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Chris Middleton.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And then Lillard slams it in.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Giannis against Nurkic. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to McCollum. Unloads. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Antetokounmpo against Nurkic. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assists.
Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Passes to Lillard. From deep. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard with it. From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one.
Well, the size and intimidating presence of Nurkic, I mean, it provides.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of stock. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the 3 slot. And the basket by Lillard. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Stolen by Jackson. And now the fast break. George with the ball. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside for George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And George drops them both.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Jackson drives in, and that one drops.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
That one goes in. George has got 8 points.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Lillard looking around. Down low, Giles. The Clippers grab the miss. Stolen by McCollum. Feeds it to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard up top. He's got 5. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson against Lillard.
2 minutes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Basket counts. He's got 10.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
McCollum dishes to Powell. To the paint, here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside Rondo. The pass to Patterson. Back to Rondo. McCollum against George. And he converts the layup.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Simons. Pocket 6. Banked in off the glass.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Outside Rondo. To the middle, Patterson. It's deflected. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
A different look for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Jones checked in for Portland. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Rondo kicks to Patterson. Pass to Leonard. Count that bucket.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's Cantor. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Los Angeles. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Oturu in at the power forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Jones up top. Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Oturu. Leonard against Jones. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Right side Jackson. Patterson passes to Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Outside Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Jones. Just 2 to shoot. Buries it down low.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside, George. And the pass to Zubac. Back to George. Over McCollum. A nice shot by George. George has got 14 points for the game.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Lillard outside. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. And in the second quarter, a little under. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Shot clock at 2, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 5. 1:04 left in the second quarter. That shot missing, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Rondo passes to Zubac. Morris kicks to George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Rondo against Lillard. Feet away, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Rondo against Lillard. Here's Zubac. Now here is George. Tight defense on him, and easy 2 points on the layup. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Capable of flat-out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead top. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Rondo against Lillard. McCollum left side. Pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Rondo with it. No points in the game yet for him. That one good for 2. Rondo's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nurkic with the block. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from McCollum.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Rondo passes to Zubac, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Both teams will make substitutions. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Simons. 6 points for him. Anthony in the corner. Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. It's George on the wing, defended by Jones, and that one drops for him. George has got 20.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Outside Jackson. Down low. Here's Oturu. George looking around. No good with the layup.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. There's the feed to Patterson. Outside for Jackson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trailblazers trail by 6. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside, George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 4 this quarter.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here. A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
George against McCollum. And it's good for 2. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Lillard outside. Misses off the right iron. Clippers leading by 12. Outside, George. Here's Oturu, covered by Anthony. Jackson kicks to George. Second chance shot, and Jones sends it back, and he recovers it. Los Angeles calls timeout. Platoon swap here for the Clippers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Harry Giles comes in for Jones. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard outside. Lillard again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Yes, that goes in. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard outside to end the run. Connects from three-point range.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Leonard, that's for 2. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Leonard attacking. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 13. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Batum wide open, he fires. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Lillard against Rondo. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Downtown Milwaukee is and a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here is Holiday. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got the opening basket of the game for Milwaukee.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Lopez outside. Tipped away. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Jackson finds Morris. Here's Antetokounmpo. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around.
Come on.
Passes it to Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. Goes back up. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Jackson passes to George. Three-pointer. Jackson against Holiday. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Still without a basket in the game.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and he gets it back. The kick out to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. DiVincenzo with it. George picks him up. The kick out to Lopez. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Middleton. Now the pass to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't go. Clippers trail by 4. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And they double up Giannis. Stolen by George. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the basket is good.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers, a skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's Giannis. Yep, it counts.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. Oturu, the pass to Leonard. Right side, George.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. He's covered by Rondo. Back to Portis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
9 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson passes to Rondo. Banked in off the glass.
And you get into the painted area. Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. 5 on the clock. Here's Portis. Rebound by the Clippers. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Clippers trail by 5. Jackson up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Outside for Jackson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum wide open. He fires. It's rebounded by Portis.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Lopez. That one drops for him.
Lopez powering through that time.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside Jackson to the inside. Patterson, that's good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And George with the stuff.
Good chance to see Paul George Birch that time.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. And there's the pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Here's Connaughton, defended by Batum. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Left side, George. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Giannis.
Well, the versatility that Giannis has out there is such a huge advantage to what they can do offensively. Saw that pick and roll well.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Coffey. Stolen by Middleton. Right side out of the Kumbo. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Here's Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now the Bucks moving it up. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Leonard. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Basket good. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Here's George. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
The Bucks working the ball around. Giannis against Leonard. Antetokounmpo. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside, George. 16 seconds left in the first half. And here we go. The Bucks running again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Out to the wing. Here's Coffey. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that would have counted, but his shot was... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Now here's Rondo, taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. Giannis with the ball. And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Morris passes to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's That's on Brook Lopez.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Middleton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3. Middleton's got 7 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Holiday. Middleton drives in. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Off target from three-point range. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Rondo passes to Oturu. Shoots from the block. Milwaukee with the rebound. Fast break. Here they come. Portis with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Rondo against Holiday. From 6 away. Shakes him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
George is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Jackson down low, shoots from 14, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's 13 points for Paul George. Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Forbes. Now the dish to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They get it again. Portis. Another shot. The rebound by Patterson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. The open shot, George. A second chance effort. Jackson deciding where to go with it. He kicks to Patterson. Just 4 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses the wing chair.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Portis, the pass to Lopez. Here is Forbes. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Here's Portis. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Outside, George. Lopez with the block.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
It's good. George has got 15 points.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Guarded by Jackson. Lopez outside. And it's Lopez again missing. The three from George. Off the mark. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Rondo. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
George looking over the floor. From deep three-point range. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. DiVincenzo with it. George picks him up. And Middleton kicks to Portis. Back to Middleton. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 11. And George, here we go. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, it was weird because it looked like the defense was ready for the move, but Paul George had a little something extra for him.
Portis, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Shoots over Zubac. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. The drive by Rondo. Leonard against Middleton. Zubac trying to break loose. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Middleton outside. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it goes down 2 points. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, 1 step past half court, he's too close.
Now here's Rondo. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Passes to Portis. Shoots over Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Milwaukee leading by 7. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Lopez is checked in for Portis. And then for Los Angeles, Patterson comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's George in for Luke Kennard. Patterson, that's good.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. 1:21 left to play here in the fourth. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Holiday looking over the floor. On the wing, Holiday. The offensive rebound.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Milwaukee.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now Lopez. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Giannis.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame in drawing contact.
No good on that one.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Outside, George hits the 3-point bomb.
That's something I think Paul George in the offseason is really working on, just pulling up off the dribble, maintaining great balance. Very few flaws in his offensive game.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Kennard on the wing. Leonard on the wing, fires from deep. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.